Hello everyone, I'm Meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Greenville where an arrest happened earlier this morning for domestic assault. According to warrants obtained by WITN, Greenville police arrested 26-year-old Zaquan Dickens around 6 a.m. this morning after he punched his wife in the face at their West Hills Drive apartment in Greenville. Dickens was given no bond due to being on pretrial release for prior offenses. Dickens' first court appearance is this afternoon. And now we want to turn our attention to the world of politics as there continues to be a push towards a peace agreement between Russia and Ukraine, while President Trump has issued strikes on ISIS targets in Nigeria. NBC's Julie Sirkin has more.
Overnight, the U.S. launching new military strikes abroad. President Trump announcing, quote, numerous perfect strikes against ISIS in northwest Nigeria. The military operation killed multiple ISIS terrorists and were done in coordination with the Nigerian government, according to the Department of Defense. The surprise strikes launched on one of the most important holidays for Christians, after the president for months has claimed Christians were being targeted and killed by Islamist militants in Nigeria. Nigerian officials pushed back on those claims, calling them a misrepresentation of reality. The Nigerian government this morning confirming authorities remain engaged in structured cooperation with the United States in addressing the persistent threat of terrorism and violent extremism. It comes 1 week after U.S. strikes on ISIS targets in Syria.
It was a big attack. You can't show mercy because they show no mercy to us.
The president and first lady on Christmas Eve thanked members of the military stationed around the world for their service to this country.
I hope most of you have received your special warrior dividend of 1776, right? We've distributed just about all of it in time for Christmas, and you've earned it.
President Trump also spending some of Christmas Day posting on Truth Social, talking about the Jeffrey Epstein case, claiming he was the only one to drop the convicted sex abuser. Mr. Trump airing grievances after the DOJ's release of 30,000 documents early this week included new details on Epstein's relationship with the president. He has not been accused of any wrongdoing. More files are on the way after the Justice Department revealed this week that it has 1 million more documents potentially related to Epstein than previously known.
And again, that was Julie Sirkin reporting. We now want to highlight, of course, the other big thing that's happening tomorrow. The Pirates are taking on Pittsburgh for the Military Bowl. East Carolina University will represent the American Athletic Conference in the 2025 Military Bowl on December 27th, tomorrow, against the University of Pittsburgh. Now, kickoff is at 11 a.m., and the game will be televised on ESPN. Now, pregame and postgame coverage will be made by sports director Dugan Lloyd, who will be there to cover all of the action from the Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium. WITN's coverage of the Military Bowl is sponsored by Waco Community Credit Union. And now for your weather forecast. Things again looking certainly cloudy outside. If the clouds have you a little bit bummed today, not to worry. Tomorrow, we're clearing the clouds out, saying hello to the sunshine, and saying hello to a little bit more of the warmth. And we're looking at air temperatures that are likely going to be rising into the mid to low 60s over the weekend. Mid 60s on Saturday, low 60s on Sunday, but regardless, both of those days are going to be warmer than what we're dealing with outside right now. Now, up to our north, for those of you with family and friends in Pennsylvania, New York, and the New England area, understand that they're going to be dealing again with a much stronger system than we are going to be facing. We've got some rain showers out of this system, but they have been few and far between. A few little splat showers have kind of cruised on by parts of eastern North Carolina today. Most of us have stayed dry. I really want to highlight that, is that if you haven't noticed any rain today, you're one of the normal ones. It's kind of abnormal for us to again see rain out of a system this week, especially with dew points down in the 30s. But regardless, we have again seen a few drops, particularly along and north of Highway 64. Now, later on this evening, all of those raindrops again are going to be pulling out as the cloud cover will slowly kind of dissipate once we get to around, I would say, a little bit after midnight, around 1, 2, 3 a.m. early tomorrow morning. Right now, clouds thick enough to where if we lost some, we would still be looking at gray skies. This is what it looks like from the ground. 48 degrees right now in Washington, northeasterly breeze at 6 miles an hour, creating about a 3-degree wind chill there. 48 feels like 45, but as far as what we are looking at cloud cover wise, it is gray as far as the eye can see. And we've got sunshine tomorrow, so not to worry, this gray is not going to stick with us through the rest of the holiday weekend. We've got 50 degrees right now in Oriental along with Kinston, 49 in Edenton, 48 showing up in Washington, Greenville, and Goldsboro, 47 in Williamston, Plymouth, as well as Elizabeth City. Jacksonville right now enjoying the warmest temp we've seen in the east today, 53 degrees, which, I mean, let's be honest, really not all that warm. 22 degrees colder than where we were yesterday. Now, most of us have seen about a 15 to 25 degree drop in air temperatures over the past 24 hours, but not to worry. That trend is going to be flipping right on back around tomorrow. We're looking at, again, mid-60s for tomorrow afternoon, as winds are going to be more out of the south-southwest by tomorrow afternoon. Right now, dealing with more of an east-northeasterly breeze. But raindrops, again, still a possibility later on this evening. I don't want to say we're going to be done with the rain until the clouds finally depart, and that's going to happen early Saturday morning, well before sunrise. So as we wake up on Saturday, we will wake up to sunny skies, and we will likely go to bed with clear skies overhead, at least across most of eastern North Carolina. Late Saturday evening, cloud cover will try to start to expand over the east. We'll really do so more successfully once we get through Saturday midnight into Sunday morning. At that point, the cloud cover really starts to build back over eastern North Carolina. By that point, we're going to be talking about another area of low pressure further back towards the west that's going to be moving into the east over Monday. Looked like it could have been coming in on Sunday. Well, this is going to be a slower moving system than previously anticipated. So we've pushed its arrival time back into Monday, giving us a little bit more heat to start the last work week of 2025. But it's also, again, going to lead to a better opportunity for rain on that Monday. Rain showers on Sunday look less likely, but it's that area of low pressure you're seeing back towards Kansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. That is a system, again, that's going to be giving us the drops late Monday afternoon into Monday evening. 71 degrees on Monday. Turns right on back around to 43 degrees on Tuesday. Nearly a 30-degree drop over a 24-hour period is substantial. Now, for New Year's Eve night specifically, clear skies, but air temperatures are going to be cold. Overnight lows 31 degrees as we wake up for New Year's Day. But if you're wondering, okay, what's the temperature going to be like around midnight coming up Wednesday night into Thursday morning, I would say likely around the upper 30s, anywhere between around 37 to around 40 degrees is where you should anticipate temperatures to be if you're doing any sort of outdoor celebrating. I'm sure there's more than just a few of you coming up for New Year's Eve night. Now, we've got plenty of sunshine planned for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, but understand you're going to need a jacket to go along with that sunshine. Well, that's all we have time for today's 2 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic Friday.